What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Evelyn, and today I thought I'd make a video no one asked for and no one probably wants. Today I'll be shining the spotlight on some lesbian Lifetime original movies. For anyone who didn't grow up in the US or has taste, the Lifetime Movie Network is responsible for some of the wildest films ever made. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I promise it's all in good fun. Mother, May I Sleep with Danger has to be the best titled Lifetime original movie of all time. There are two versions of Mother, May I Sleep with Danger: the original 90s film starring Tori Spelling, which isn't gay at all, and the 2016 lesbian vampire version written by James Franco.
Why?
The 2016 film is about a college student named Leah who begins dating the sexy and mysterious Pearl, who, surprise surprise, turns out to be a vampire. I won't pretend this movie is good, because it's not. It's too campy to be taken seriously, but tries too hard to be taken seriously to succeed at full camp. But even still, it is watchable. An Unexpected Love is a 2003 film with very strong 90s vibes. From the outside, our girl Kate seems to have the perfect life: a nice house, a nice husband, and a couple of nice kids. But Kate is miserable for reasons she doesn't quite understand. That is, until she gets a hot gay lady boss. And then she gets it. An Unexpected Love is the most Lifetime-ish movie on the list, but it follows that old-school Lifetime formula. You know, before all the writers started doing meth, or whatever it is they do in the writer's room. An Unexpected Love is predictable, but still just ridiculous enough to be a Lifetime movie. Trapped, the Alex Cooper story, is the only film on the list I won't be making tasteless jokes about because it's based on a true and very messed up story about a Mormon teenager who is sent to conversion therapy and all kinds of horrific things are done to her. Conversion therapy should 1000% be banned everywhere. It's appalling that it's still legal in so many places, including my home state. And that is why I love that Lifetime made this film. And if you don't know much about conversion therapy, I'd recommend this film along with The Miseducation of Cameron Post and Boy Erased. What Makes a Family is a 2001 film about a woman's fight to regain custody of her child after her partner, who gave birth to the child, passes away. For some reason, this film seems to have been completely scrubbed off of the internet, and by that I mean I couldn't find it after 10 minutes of Googling. It stars Sherry Jones and Brooke Shields as the couple. Whoopi Goldberg is also in it. And that was a pretty stacked cast for a 2001 Lifetime movie. Honestly, that's a stacked cast now. Anyway, I'm just gonna assume that it was excellent. I want to give a quick shout out to The Truth About Jane, a movie that I absolutely love. I reviewed it in my classic lesbian films video, so be sure to check it out if you haven't already. As I've mentioned an obnoxious amount of times before, I watched a lot of Lifetime as a kid. Because of that, there are several Lifetime movies that I unironically love. So I thought I'd share them with you, especially since they're all available to watch on YouTube if you're so inclined. I'm not saying you should. The first is Shirley Jackson's The Lottery. In the 90s, Lifetime adapted Shirley Jackson's amazing short story, The Lottery. Now, I do recommend you read the short story as opposed to watching this movie, because the only reason the movie is so good is because the story is brilliant. And I don't want to spoil the plot for those of you who aren't familiar with it, but this is easily my favorite Lifetime movie ever. Next up is Death of a Cheerleader, starring the princess of Lifetime herself, Miss Tori Spelling, alongside one of the most prolific actresses in the game, Miss Kelly Martin. My girl Kelly stayed booked from 1984 to 2019, and I feel like she's never gotten the respect she deserves. So Kelly?
Girl, you have done it again, constantly raising the bar for us all, and doing it flawlessly.
Death of a Cheerleader is based on a true story, I think, about a non-popular girl who murders a popular girl. And I'm pretty sure the reason I loved this movie as a teenager was because it's about a girl obsessed with another girl, which is gay. Last up is Love's Deadly Triangle, the Texas cadet murder. Despite the title, this is not about a deadly throuple. It's actually about a really messed up couple who murder a young woman together. Honestly, the only reason it's on the list is because it stars Holly Marie Combs, who I was high-key crushing on in the 90s. That is it for this ridiculousness. I want to give a quick shout out to my newest Dreammaker patrons, Hazel, Greg, Lintrovert, and Martina. If you want to help make your girls' dreams come true, please consider joining Patreon, where I post weekly movie reviews and monthly book reviews. And if you're a fan of my writing, I'll also be dropping some teasers from my newest novel, Spiking the Lens, on Patreon later this month. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you know of a Lifetime original movie with a better title than Mother May I Sleep with Danger, please drop it in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.